We're back with part 6 of our road to the inspection, and today we want to talk a little bit and introduce to you the team that helps us prepare for the inspection. So I sat down with Gero and Friederike from our QA team, who are going to be on site with us during the inspection. And in addition to that, we also got Annelies to share her perspective of what it takes to be the project manager for a trial that's under the inspection lens. Now, of course, the team is larger. We also have Thomas, our COO, and Petra, our head of quality assurance, but both of them are on vacation, so we'll catch up with them at a later stage, probably just after the inspection, to see what they thought about the inspection and all of the takeaways from it. But for now, we have 3 people talk a little bit about their backgrounds and their involvement in the inspection and what they anticipate from it. So we hope you enjoy a little bit of a sneak peek at the team that helps support the inspection on our end.
Welcome to Part 6. Meet the Task Force. Quality Assurance Manager Gero is our native-speaking support during the inspection.
So, Gero, you, I would say, have a relatively unusual profile probably for a quality assurance manager. Why don't you tell us how you started in clinical research, or like which activities you did and how you transitioned over into the quality assurance department?
Yeah, indeed, quite unusual, because I actually started out as a data manager 5 years ago. I never really had the idea of going into QA before, but then after a few years becoming senior manager, being more involved in SOPs, QC and so on, I actually found that this was very exciting for me, because I like to stick to protocols, but at the same time I also like to improve them. So that goes both for known protocols for the studies, but also especially for all the regulatory stuff. So yeah, indeed, now since beginning of the month, I'm our new QA manager. So yeah.
And directly in inspection.
Exactly. So this will be a first test for me, but well, I will also only be mostly in the background. Again, because I'm coming from this data management CSV, so computerized systems validation background. Yeah, I'm obviously primed for working for everything that the inspectors may ask, provide documents, check what we have, what we would need to provide, and so on.
Very nice. So yeah, we already saw in the list of elements that they requested from us, a list of all computerized systems.
Indeed.
With ICH E6 revision 3. Of course, it's much more in the focal point. So yeah, I guess we both expect it's going to be more of a topic.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm sure Thomas, who will be answering, let's say, on behalf of the company in terms of which systems we use and how we validate them, will have a lot to do. But you will support him, I guess, then with all the document requests and so on.
Exactly. He'll be at the foreground, I'll be in the background. So ideally, together we can represent our team for that thing.
Awesome. You also, for several years now, are acting as data protection officer for our company. So I guess you already have that element of, let's say, walking around incidences, ensuring that we have a nice quality track. Did that help you in your transition to your QA team also? Because it seems like two, I don't know, if complementing or like contradictory pieces to a puzzle that pushes you into QA. How did you perceive that?
Indeed, I would think that was actually what pushed me more into QA than the actual DM part. Because as I said, of course, I had some contact with QA, with QC as a DM, but my main experience with that was, of course, via data protection, because as you said, incidences happen all the time. Doesn't matter if it's data protection related, if it's study related, QA will be involved. So obviously I know them really well. I know how they work. So yeah, I think data protection was actually more what got me there, but DM is definitely what's staying me there.
Yeah, very nice. So any expectations for what's going to happen in now, what, 2 weeks, 2 weeks from now? Since it's going to be your first inspection as a quality assurance manager as well, or are you just going to let it happen and see where we go?
I'm expecting excitement. But yeah, else, because it's really my first real inspection, especially now regarding the sponsor role, well, we'll see. But yeah, as I said, it will definitely be exciting.
Cool. And in terms of computer systems and their validations, do you think we are going to talk with like people that have expert knowledge and where we can then also have a nice discussion with them? Or is this also from a regulatory perspective still new?
I mean, the regulatory perspective definitely was there before, but now with the R3 revision, it is of course more focused. So depends on who will be there. Could be that they are actually expert in especially that. Could be that they are just more general knowledgeable about that, but would definitely be interesting. And it doesn't even matter if they're experts for this specific topic or not. It will definitely be interesting to hear what they have to say about that.
Awesome. Okay, well, look forward to spending a couple of days in Cologne with you.
Indeed, me too.
Quality Assurance Manager Friederike is our primary contact for the inspectors.
Friederike, so you are the designated lead, well, yeah, inspectee, I guess, the person representing us for the inspection, which I guess aligns well with your experience. Why don't you tell me a little bit about how you started in clinical research and then how you got to work in our quality team here at GCPS?
I've started as a CRA in 2012 and then successively I joined the QA team as a QA associate and after a while as a QA manager, and yeah, that's what I am now.
Now you get to be the person talking with the inspectors.
Yes.
Very nice.
That's right.
So I always had, but maybe I guess that's my background, interactions with you from the stats side. I know you also worked closely with the data management team. Were these things you did from the get-go, or did you look at all the different elements of our processes equally?
I have experience with all our processes, and the first years I would say I was, due to my background as a CRA, more in CRA and PM processes, and it developed historically. Then I moved to DM and statistics.
Cool. Yeah, it's very nice, and we really appreciate your support there as well, of course. So now the inspection is coming up. You were very busy preparing everything, compiling everything, and then providing it also to the inspectors. We had an interview on that yesterday to discuss a little bit around it. And now we are just 3 weeks away from the inspection. Are you getting nervous, or is everything okay? How do you feel?
So far is everything okay, and I'm also not alone, so you will be there as well, and some other colleagues, so we are a nice group. And also in the background I have a lot of support from the QA team, from the project staff, etc. So yeah, that's very helpful.
Yeah.
And so far I feel good.
That's awesome. Is it better for you that the inspection is in German versus in English? Or since all of our processes, our slides too, all of our study protocols and everything will be in English, is it weird to jump between languages for you during the inspection? What do you reckon?
It is sometimes strange because you mix the words, but of course I'm German native speaker, so it is no problem for me to speak German generally. But as the slides are in English, the documents are in English, it's at the end a kind of mixture. But I assume the inspectors will understand also English. So yeah, that shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah. I do expect and hope so as well, but yeah, of course, we will speak a lot in German as well. Let's see what comes up over the next weeks. I really appreciate the support that you give for the team, and the good thing is we get to celebrate right after the inspection with our summer party. So
1 week after?
Yeah. Do you expect that all of the inspection high and intensity will like fall off like a cliff the day after the inspection ends, or what are your plans for immediately after? Is there going to be an internal wrap-up and additional work that's going to be done there, or?
Yeah, follow-up work. We directly follow up also audits and inspections generally. Yeah, but yeah, the main part is done.
And maybe a few days of rest would be good.
Would be good.
Yeah, and you have joined inspections with us before. The scope is slightly different now because we're a sponsor. Does that change anything for you? Also, I mean, the prior were also in German, which means you were also, I guess, the face that was discussing with them before. So does it feel like like something you know already, or is this being in the scope as a sponsor something that changes your outlook on what's going to happen in 2 weeks?
The approach is a bit different. The constellation is a bit different. Yeah, but generally it is very similar.
All right. Yeah. Let's see what comes up. And thank you for all of the support already now in the run-up, making sure that I have a good feeling that we have everything covered. Even though today we got some additional requests. I'm not sure if you've seen it already.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm sure we will do well with everything. Once we have the agenda, we will know more, and look forward to the next intense 2 weeks with you.
Thank you.
Senior Project Manager Annelies is our project manager for the Remark project.
Good. Annelies, you've been with GCP Service as a project manager for several years, for over a decade in general. What would you say from your experience as a project manager managing normal projects and then managing our sponsorship as a service projects? Do you see a difference between any of these projects now that you are the responsible project manager for the Remark?
Well, the first thing I would say is that it feels a little bit closer to my heart.
That's nice.
So, I mean, all projects are, of course, important to me, but it has a little bit more touch. And it's actually exciting to work with it because we have the opportunity to engage all our flexible and fast solutions directly in there. So whenever we see something is not working, we can directly approach it and change it and work it. And most of the time, a turnaround is so fast. It's unimaginable and it's unbelievable. And I just love working with a team all the time. When you say, okay, there's something we can improve, and all the feedback there, and it's all really fast. And of course, I have complete trust of the sponsor because it's also very nice.
That's good. So would you say I'm a relaxed sponsor for you?
Your sponsor is having trust in me.
Yes.
I mean, well, all of our sponsors have trust in us, but it's another kind of relationship because we are working so closely together already.
Yeah. Okay, that's very nice. And would you say across all the years at GCP Service, there's one thing that particularly prepared you for a Spaß project, like a mindset or like the direction we generally manage things? Or would you say there was something that you needed to learn new as you took on the, let's say, basically representing the sponsor as a project manager?
Well, you need to think broader. So from a CIO perspective, you just need to do the CIO things. But of course, you have more responsibilities and broader responsibilities covering also the IMP, checking that, and also a little bit of the safety issues in that perspective. Yeah.
Okay. So now the inspection is coming, which I'm sure has created its own dynamic within your project. So yeah, tell me a little bit about that. Since the inspection announcement, so of course your project that is already fully enrolled, so a lot of information already accrued over the time. What was it like for you to then jump in and coordinating the team in preparation of now document submission end of last week and the inspection in 2 weeks?
Well, I mean, when we got the information like how the study is inspected, of course it was like, oh wow, yes, hello. Well, I'm very sorry, I will not be there. I will be on holiday, which is something like a real bummer for me. I would have loved to be present. Well, it's my baby. I want to be there when it's inspected. So yes, we were checking if what the inspectors would like us to have to prepare everything that it's so that I have access, so that I have all the documents provided. So we're working very closely with our QA to make sure that the whole inspection is moving on smoothly. And again, everyone is closely working together, which I really love.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I can see the team really putting together and very fast too. So do you expect any surprises with the inspection, or I know you will never leave and say, it's okay, I don't care about it, so everything will be okay. I know there will always be some level of excitement, but do you expect everything will go smoothly?
Yes, I do not expect that anything will be found. I mean, if something would be found, I would be curious what. So, but my expectation is that everything is it's going smoothly. So I kind of challenge them.
Okay, well, I mean, I guess we will see in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
It's not that long anymore. I'm sure we will drop you a quick note whether everything went well. And yeah, then I guess everything else will go back to business as usual. Maybe the odd, like, minor finding or something like that, observation, which we will discuss after. But
yeah, minor findings are minor findings.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so I'm not scared of these.
All right.
That's it.
Yeah, very cool. So yeah, was good catching up, and look forward to the next 2 weeks of sprint and then your vacation, and which hopefully you can really just enjoy.
I'm sure I will.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks.
I hope you enjoyed the content, and in case you want to learn more about our road to the inspection and make sure that you catch up on everything that happened so far, feel free to visit our blog post where we compiled all of the information so far, what's in the scope and all the players, and all of the new content will be published there as well, or watch any of the prior videos that we released in the series. In case you have questions, feel free to leave a comment. We really like to shape our content to what is most interesting to you, and we do read through all of them. So yeah, in case you have any questions for me, for the team, in terms of the content, of the challenges of the inspections, just feel free to reach out. We're here to share and learn together. And in case you like the content, feel free to drop it a like.